Hi. So you might notice today, it's not the saturation of the camera. The camera is not broken. I've been on the beach, and that's why I'm so red, or pre-tan, as I call it. I looked forward to today. I did not know why. I still do not know why. I had a good feeling about this. Something is about to happen. In this video today, I actually share something that was the first time in the challenge that I talked about something that is actually real. And it's exciting because I sneaked the peek. I saw like 10 seconds earlier, and I think we're in for a good episode of reflection, because when I see these, I get beamed back to where I was when I was recording these, the thoughts I had, the visions, the ambitions, all that I wanted to achieve in such a short time frame. It was an amazing experience, and I'm loving the fact that I'm sharing with you. So I actually have visitors. We have visitors from the other side of the country. Seems to be a trend on these streams, and that's why this fits perfectly. So let's just jump right into the episode, and let's be active in chat. If you're here and you want to ask questions along the way, the chat will be presented on stream. So if you have anything to ask, fire away. Let's jump into it, and let's hope that the sound actually works, because I'm not sure. There we go.
Your dream. Follow your dream, and do not let people dictate how to follow your dream. Do it like you want to do it. It's that easy. Ugh. Hi. And how are we doing? We're doing good? That is great. Today I come more prepared, but I have a problem. There's always a problem that needs to be fixed. It seems like our perfect little place here is not that perfect after all, because of the light, or the lack thereof. I don't know how much you can see of me at all right now, which is a slight problem. It's not recommended, it's not preferred, it's not optimal. I mean, we have daylight. We do. And daylight is a good thing, right? But only if it's actually there. This is horrible. There's daylight, but there is not enough daylight to actually make a difference. So what we do, we improvise. We turn this, the guest thingy, we make this a host thingy. Then we take this thingy, which is actually the main thingy, we put this here, bam. I think we have light, which is good, but it limits me a lot, because if I don't have electricity in here, well, then I'm pretty much dependent on the daylight. And that's bad. So do you want to come down here? Cool. You just stay there until your battery runs out. Cool. This way I can have a little control over you. So I got the cinnamon stick out of my mouth. There's been a surprising amount actually, of feedback on the initial, oh my god, there's a lot of cinnamon, on the initial videos actually, because now I can't say traction. People have seen that there's 2 videos up, and they have seen the general message that I'm trying to convey through those videos, and it is interesting because the fact that there are so many people now, 2 days after, or actually I posted the first one yesterday, so the fact that there are so many people now, in the very beginning, hours after I started this, means that there is an actual group of people that is unfulfilled in their life. Just here in my community, there's people that is unfulfilled, that needs more. Now this is worth so much in the hands of the right person. You have no idea. Why I say that is because I have spent hours and hours on filling this with so many blank pages. Okay, there's a lot of categories within what you can do online, within, well, what is possible. And I want you to just, today, we are going to take that first step. The first step about actually providing some value. That is, figure out what you want to do. That is hard. It's an impossible task for a lot of people. It was so hard for me, and it was such a long journey that could have been shortened so much more than it was. But what I've done through talking to others and indirectly thinking about what I'm talking about, basically, that makes no sense, I know. I found out what I want to do when I was thinking about it all the time. When I was looking forward to starting the day doing it, when I was eager about learning more about it, just constantly obsessing about just learning more and doing more and exploring more, you know? And this is ironically, it's not even ironic, it's just the path. This is what I want to do. I've always wanted to do content creation. This is the natural step. Actually create content and then put it out there. And then have that content lead to the next step. Now what I wanted to do, I thought, was graphic designing, website designing, or just web designing, graphic designing, logos, just a lot of graphics. That was basically it. And I thought, okay, I'm a creative person and this is what I want to do. I started dabbling in drawing, digitally drawing. I found that fun, a lot of fun, because I was creating. And that's when it hit me. I love graphics and creation. I love having an idea and be able to put that into life. Put that into an actual thing. That is amazing to me. Have nothing and make something, right? And then I started to think, but what do I want to do? I started to do that because I thought that was what I wanted to do. I thought I was destined to make things for people. I started the studio 𝐒𝐡𝐞, which is everything graphics. I did that for a while, and I had a lot of customers and clients, and people really liked what I put out, but I didn't feel fulfilled. So there was something missing. I was doing what I loved, but there was something missing. I love travel. I want to explore an adventure. So traveling became the next logical step to marry with that first idea. Now we are travel content creators, which means that I can travel the world when I reach my goal, and I can create content. And if that turns out to not be the total picture either, well, then we just marry that next thing to that total picture. My whole idea, my whole point here is, don't get obsessed with not knowing what you want, because you don't. If you don't have a clear picture right now about what you want to do, explore. You know what you like to do. You know what you're thinking about all the time. You know that you love talking about it. When people bring up this subject, you get fired up. You get fuel. You want to talk more about it. That's what you need to explore. That's what you need to get down into. You have to see that idea and see how you can make that your life. Because if you truly love what you're doing, there's nothing stopping you from actually doing that forever. Well, forever is kind of a harsh and broad term, but you know what I mean, right? If I can pack up my family and travel around while making content, that's awesome. That is simply awesome. And we are in a time where it's so possible too. So, as Gary Vaynerchuk said, I don't know if he's the author actually, but Gary V said, stop looking back. It only hurts your neck. And that's true. If you want to actually pursue something new, go for the new thing and stop looking back at things that can hold you back. Because that is, I did that for so long, and I listened to the advice of my closest ones, the ones that really wants to help, but they are really not helping at all. If they are not in with your idea, do the idea. Go on with it. Do not let them contradict you. Do not let them guide you into your dreams. You are the one that needs to take action here. If they say that it's not possible, don't listen to them. It's that easy. Your family and friends will be those that really wants to protect you from their perspective, from their field of view. Oh my God, what? From their perspective and their point of view. You know, they know the world differently than what you know the world, and you need to just take control over your life and your decisions and not let them dictate what you are supposed to do. Well, shit. He just turned off right in my face. Well, we're just gonna have to turn you back on. That's 10 minutes. Shit. I guess I'm getting fired up by this. Is this my new thing? Huh? Do not let other people tell you what to do. That is the essence of what I'm trying to tell you. If you want to be, okay, let's do an example. Let's say you want to be a unicorn. You love ballet and you love dancing and you love Broadway. You love sparkles. So you want to be a dancing, sparkly unicorn on Broadway. Now, your brother or your mother or your family and friends comes up to you and say, that's not possible. Why? You're not meant to do that. You're supposed to be an electrician. Don't do that. It's not something feasible. It's not something that you can live out of. Why shouldn't it be? I would love to pay to watch a sparkly dancing unicorn on Broadway. First, I've got to get to the US. But then if I'm there, holy shit, if I see you performing on stage as a sparkling dancing unicorn on Broadway, I'd love to see you. So see, you need to find the people that are actually into your idea. And there's always people that are into your idea. The fact that you're watching this now, watching me speaking about this, sorry if I hit you in the ear. The fact that you're watching this and actually pays attention, that means that you are in the same position as me and you're watching videos like this to get answers. And I am here to tell you that I have the exact same answer as all of the other videos that you'll find on this subject. Do not let others say what you are good at. It's that simple. Now this turns out to be a long video and I have to do a lot of editing. So, to sum it up, this might actually be from the video starts. I'm very bad at containing myself. You have a dream, follow that dream. Find the people that love your dream. Go on Instagram, on Twitter, on YouTube, on Facebook, and search for people doing your dream. Then you do what everyone. Did you know that Avicii copied everyone else? He copied stuff until he became so great at it that he created his own thing. If you have something that you love and you can find that on the internet, then you should copy that person. You should copy those people. You should try to get your essence from what they do, but learn from them in the beginning. Copy. That's how you learn. When you learn, you will be able to do that for yourself. If you love to forge, watch people forging weapons. Let them be your mentors. Find your mentor and then duplicate them. When you are getting a grasp on this, you will automatically find your own style. You will develop you inside of that subject, no matter what it is. Find your cult. Read books. That is a big one, by the way. Read books. Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Read Expert Secrets. Find your people. Emulate those people and become those people that you want to be. You don't know what you want to be until you see it. There's a lot of wisdom in that. You do not know what you're supposed to be until you see it. You don't see what you don't see. I think that's it. I think that's it. Follow your dream and do not let people dictate how to follow your dream. Do it like you want to do it. It's that easy. When your mom says, no, you should do this, don't listen to that. Do not listen to that. You'll fall into the pit, and your dream will wither and die if you don't nourish it. Plant that seed and let it grow. That's it. Start today. Just plant that seed. Go on and find your people and emulate those people. It's that easy. That's what I'm doing every day, and this book is filled up with advice and tips that will help you because I did that. Now it's up to you. So, until tomorrow, this was day 3. Damn, it's so quick. It's too quick. There's not enough time. All right, goodbye.
I have some words. There was a lot of things in there that I picked up. The first is, I started off that video very arrogant. Like, all right, I'm here. You've been expecting me. Are you good? Good. All right, good. Let's go. I mean, I personally, I was a little bit, I was full of myself. I had created all but 2 videos. Remember, I was really good at what I was doing. I was focusing on the money in the book. That's interesting. I held up the book, you know? I was like, this is worth so much. And that really got me. That's interesting. Because back then I was following Gary Vaynerchuk. He's the guy who wrote Crush It. And he's really a social media guru, right? And he's all about the hustle. You create 15 to 60 pieces of content every day, and you just do that until you succeed. And there's truth in that. I mean, people are going to notice you, but you're going to burn out quicker than anything. So I was really into him at that time, and he was all about the money. There's so many people were about the money. But then again, I was looking at people from what I knew. I ended that video with, you don't know what to be until you see it. You know, you can't see what you can't see. Today I say you don't know what you don't know. Because when you don't know anything, how could you? And then you know that you don't know, so that you can learn. And then you know, so that you can actually hone the skill. And then you have honed the skill so that you can do it at second nature, mastery. So back then I was still trying to find my way, but brodette, there was a few moments in there where I was onto something. I couldn't articulate really what I wanted to say because I had an idea, I wanted to say it, I couldn't get around it. But today, it's the same thing. Go for your dream. Don't let anyone else dictate what you should do. Follow your own heart. If you feel aligned with something, you should definitely check it out. If you haven't checked it out and people are saying you shouldn't do it, then at least try it until you just abandon it, because who knows? Maybe you're the next Picasso. We never know. And then learning, compounded over 3 years. The dude we just watched was listening to podcasts. He was reading up on blog posts. He was checking up on gurus. He was doing all the right things. He was taking courses, all that stuff. He really did not know where he was going, because I was still talking about travel blogging. I was going to travel the world and blog and create content for other people probably. But here I am talking about quantum physics, epigenetics, and where your thoughts are when you don't think about them. I could never have even imagined that I was gonna be in this mental space, that I was gonna think in the way I am today. So, past me, in another timeline, he has some stuff coming. Good artists borrow and great artists steal. So I talked about emulate the people you see, right? If you see someone you want to aspire to become, you should emulate them, but not copy them, not become them, because I actually said the words, become them. Now it's more that you follow these people for a reason. You're looking up to them for a reason. They have something that you want. And inside of you, there's a little cup that just needs to be filled. When that cup fills up, you are able to articulate or communicate your value much more precisely, more accurately, so that you can actually be fulfilled, but be yourself as you're doing it, which is the whole point of it all. Why become everyone else when you can stand out, right? You have to be your unique self. And when you do that, and when you're not afraid to share it, and just your authentic self, I actually have something that I have not shared with you, but this is supposed to be the opener. Like, ooh, the FML project, forge your authentic self, right? That was supposed to be the thing that all this started with, and it's still kind of that. The whole thing is about finding your authentic, true self, and then aligning that with your true north, and then go for it, gung-ho, but with your stuff, your unique experience, your unique skills, your unique memories that nobody else has. Nobody else speaks like you. Nobody else thinks like you. Nobody else is doing the exact same thing as you. You are completely unique, and your mess can become your message. I actually saw today that Vishen Lakhiani, he runs Mindvalley. Love that dude. Love that dude. But he talked about Google employees have gone through the shit. They went through some horrible things in their life, and that's why they're so open and so warm and so friendly, because they went through the shit. They know the contrast. They've been through it. They do not want to experience that again. So now they are going at it from love. So people who have a bad experience, who has gone through some really hard times, they are people that Google wants to hire. And I couldn't agree more. If you have people who know the different textures of life, why wouldn't you hire them? They know what pain feels like. They know what happens if you don't do X. They know that if you do Y, this is going to happen and you don't want that. You know, they have experience, and that's so... I love that. All right. We have a lot of good things in common. Yeah, we do. I love that. Help when you can help, but always help yourself first. Yeah, I had a problem with that, because I've been helping people. It's you know, the shining object syndrome? People are going to jump from thing to thing to thing to thing because they think that this is going to be the exit, this is going to be the key, this is going to be a solution, this is going to help me, this is going to take me to the next level. So they try all of it. It's a reason that I have the most complex system probably in the industry. Now, I can't say that I have the most, but I'm alone. I don't have a team behind me, and I have all of these different parts that requires a team. It's because I started each one individually until I saw that it was just shining object syndrome, right? I was trying to do something. Shining knight syndrome is the same thing. Shining knight syndrome is when you try to help everyone else, but you don't look after yourself. So you want to help yourself, but you can't see it. You can't see that your own love is lacking. Your love for yourself is lower than the love you have for others, which means that you have a little deficit. All of a sudden, there's a misalignment. Not bad, necessarily. I mean, you're helping other people, but as you're helping other people kind of get above water, you're pushing yourself underwater. So it's a very interesting place to be, and I've been in that place for months. On that note, though, I feel great. Have you noticed? There's something about me today, and it's actually because of someone in chat. I've had some amazing experience in my life, and the latest one now is it has taken me onto a completely new adventure, and I feel better. I feel more aligned. I feel more purposeful. I feel like I'm finding myself more and more, and it's easier. Like, one of the things I'm going to share one secret with you. I was told, after not telling this person this, that I had a problem with telling my truth almost. Like, I was holding back. I was censoring myself. And I was. Like, the next day, I actually had a stream where I just talked about the things that really irks me. The things that I was scared to share. And it's so true. After that, I've felt more aligned, fulfilled, filled up. Like my energetic cup is it's just filling itself more and more. And it's, gotta say, guys, it's a journey onto itself, on top of the journey that we're already on. It's amazing. But that's it, I think. The old me had some wisdom points. He was onto something. He just didn't know what. He did not know that what's... But if you have heard my story, there's gonna be some pretty significant things happening in this challenge. He did not know that this was gonna happen and take his course completely different paths. Completely different paths. Because as that happened, I had to become what I had to become in order to fix the problem. Never could have anticipated what would happen. I'm super glad it did. But it just goes to show. The universe might have some plans for you. Just be open-minded about it and take the situation as is. One day at a time. Love every single piece of the day. I actually have people here now that can't flush the shit. And maybe you've heard me say this before. Be grateful that you can flush your shit. And I'm saying that because the clogs, the system up here on the mountain, the pipes get clogged. The toilet does not get water. So you can't flush your shit the normal way. So you have to do a lot of work and gather water until you can do it. There's some lessons in there. Because if you can appreciate a simple act of going to the toilet and flushing it, you can do that same thing for your life. If you have things holding you back, if you have things that you need to flush, be happy and grateful that you can flush them. And now I'm so grateful that I'm in the presence of people who's actually currently going through the phase of not being able to flush the shit. So there's there's a lot of interesting things that comes up in life when you have to make the most out of it. Figure out your way. Open-mindedness and taking the leap of faith. Going into the unknown. Fearlessly. Kaizen. If you've never heard of that, definitely look that up. It's basically the act of constantly self-improving and development and going fearlessly into the unknown and knowing that whatever happens, you're like the bird. You have complete confidence in your own wings, so you do not fear the broken branch that you're standing on. And that whole regaining your own power, regaining the knowledge that you have the power to do anything that you want right now, and that because of the skills that you have acquired, and the skills that you could acquire if you should need them, makes you the complete master of your reality. And then with the whole cosmos that we are a part of, that we can interact with, that just wants the best for us, even though sometimes it might not seem like it. But if we're open-minded and go into it, deal with it, accept it, and fix it, the lessons learned from these things are immense and cannot be... They cannot be valued. They're priceless. The lessons learned are priceless. But I'm gonna have to leave you guys. It has been a pleasure again, as always. I love doing these streams because I leave with a different thought train, if that makes sense. All right. The cave you are afraid to enter holds the treasure you seek. Surrendering Surrender to the fact that okay, Valentina, thank you so much for that. Surrendering means not fighting what could happen. It's accepting the fact that something has happened. It's accepting your past. It's accepting that you are who you are. Surrendering to who you are. Surrendering to your current circumstances. Just know that you are here. You're able to breathe. Surrender to the fact that you are a magical being. You are capable of the most amazing things, but you need to let go of what's holding you back. You need to surrender to those thoughts. Like, don't fight them. And we could go into the whole psychedelic thing here, because the more you fight a problem, the more energy you give to a problem, the more focus you give it, the more it is going to take you over. If you surrender to it and breathe into it and analyze it, observe it, could it kill you? If it cannot literally kill you within the next second, surrender to it and magic happens. I should have some I need a sound effect on this stream. Surrender to the unknown. I mean, it's magical. Guys, thank you so much for being here on this. If you love the series, if you value it, if you slightly like it, if you mildly dislike it, but still you see some potential, I would love it if you hit the like button, share it, comment, as you have already. Subscribe. Be a part of the tribe. We're trying to beat the algorithm because we're talking about stuff that sometimes could be looked or frowned upon about YouTube. And if YouTube sees that the videos are actually received well, then we're beating the algorithm. It's basically playing at their own game. Beating them at their own game. You know what I'm trying to say. I love you. Have a fantastic day. And take care of your freaking family. And I'll see you on Tuesday. Peace.